This is the last Saturday of the month, time for a new episode of Digging Up Positivity. In this video we are covering Pride Month, critters at the Children's Hospital, robot meerkats and more. For many furries this month it has been quite a special one, since it's Pride Month. It is important that this one is amongst us. There are still many areas in the world, some closer to home than you think, where people that are different are still being considered less than others. Many had special commissions, raffles, events, joined various Pride Month related activities all over the world and took a moment to express themselves and to their loved ones and spread a love and sense of belonging, because in the end we all like to have a world where we are accepted for who we are. In Otter news, oh come on! It missed the last month by a merely 2 days, but I wanted to focus on this for a brief moment. World Otter Day. After all, it is a chance to show otters. In 2007, the Otterly Mad Week was changed into World Otter Day to raise awareness. I have included a couple of links below where you can check them out. Let's all work together on a world where otters can sleep peacefully. Like this little fellow here, he can only fall asleep with his beloved plushie. That's so adorable. Speaking of pets living long and healthy, at the beginning of this month the oldest cat in the UK and possibly the world turned 30 years old. Besides one little issue with his blood pressure, the feline is in remarkably good health and we sure wish him many years to come. One of the biggest children's hospitals in the Netherlands has a yearly event where kids can drive along with fire trucks and police cars through the Dutch city of Rotterdam. And all the sirens are on. On these events, furries have become regular guests. Every year a lot of fun is had by all. But be sure not to anger any dragon. Trust me, I know. 10 years ago, AnthroCon got into the Guinness Book of Records, being the largest furry fan organization. The 2006 edition of AnthroCon had a record attendance of 2,489 furries. Now compare this with the huge conventions of these days. We sure have grown. These days, when a lot of animal species are on the brink of extinction, it is important to have their genetic material saved. The people of the Toronto Zoo are well aware of this fact. They managed to successfully perform an IVF surgery on a white lioness to preserve her genetic material. Now they can implant the fertile egg in another lioness in the future, in the hope of saving her species and preserving genetic diversity. Meanwhile, with other animals, such as meerkats, we'd like to observe them and their complicated family structures, and we would like to get as close as possible. Trust me, I know, those human scientists are everywhere. But so they decided to build a robot. Now, it is not easy to fool the likes of us meerkats, but they made that thing smell like us, so we kind of, accepted the metal monstrosity. But only this once. Animation is a passion of mine, and these days we seem to be in a good time for it. Few highlights. Many regard this series as one of the best DreamWorks has to offer. While part 3 strays a little bit away from the books even further, the trailer does make me curious about the film. The animation shown is well done, and the Dragon Caves really want to make me see more of that hidden world. When the first Lego movie was announced, I honestly thought it was another cash grab, but boy was I wrong. I went to see the first Lego movie several times and I was amazed by not just the story, but the tricks they pulled with the animation. The trailer of part 2 gives a little bit of a Mad Max vibe, the music is good and it has me pumped to see it. A shame I still have to wait until next year, but I'll wait. I'm patient like that, I hope. Also known as the movie where Disney showcases everything they own. But don't let you get that down. Part 1 was already filled to the brink with nostalgia and fun jokes and little references. Part 2 seems to go deeper as Ralph and Penelope goes on the internet. Many animation projects do not get to see the light of day or get stuck in development hell. Unfortunately, I've been part of that routine, but it always intrigues me to see what projects could have been. One of those projects being Dark Spyro, a project proposed by the Tremblay brothers, known from the awesome series SWAT Cats. They opened up a webpage with all sorts of pitches and our purple friend was amongst them. Unfortunately, there's not much known about the status of the project, but I really would like to see this one become reality one day. This week's spotlight goes to a little company in Oregon, USA, Weasels On Easels, ran by Asheda and her fiancé Actonic. They are accompanied by co-worker Procat, also known as Kiara. They are all part of the open species Dars Edar, which can be described as a member of the mustelid family found high in the mountains. The company is versatile. Not only do they make fursuits, but they are also involved in drawing, painting and photography. Their vision is to capture the beauty they find in the world so they can share it with the likes of us, hoping we can enjoy it as much as they do. I have included links to their various profiles in the description. Thank you very much for watching the 4th episode of Digging Up Positivity. I would like to give a special shout out to my Patreon supporters. The next episode is planned for the last Saturday of July, the 28th. Kindly like and subscribe and press that little bell notification. I would be most grateful. Remember, stay awesome, love you, and Meerkat hugs for all.